felt really good that scoring above 99.53% people. It is like the top of the world.
So, I mean, you have prepared by yourself only?
Yeah, I've prepared by myself. I
Okay.
haven't joined any institute.
Okay. And mock and study material you have referring?
So basically, I studied for CAT,
Oh, wow.
but the problem that I had was I got diagnosed with dengue at the time.
Uh-huh.
So I couldn't focus on that. And I am primarily from a commerce background.
Okay.
So the problem that I had was really wanted to either go into an MBA course or I wanted to get some work ex in my field.
Okay.
The problem that happened is because I couldn't clear CAT or any MBA exam as say, I wanted to look for courses which I can do and get a good work ex in.
Okay.
So primarily, I thought that I should get into the computer field or other IT field, which is booming nowadays. So
Uh-huh.
I searched for exams which I was eligible for to go into computer science. So I found this exam,
Okay.
and with the basis of CAT and the other studies that I have done, like I am also a company secretary student. So
Mm-hmm.
my English is at with reference to that, my English is I would say good or satisfactory. So with that background, I came into MCA exams, and I also had a knack for computer since I was a kid.
Okay.
So with that, with all that in hand, I went to the exam and it went
Okay.
good.
Okay. Can you quickly brief about your basic education like 10th, 12th and graduation?
So my 10th and 12th I've done from Maharashtra board itself. And my 12th, I had science in my 12th, and I had maths there. So that
12th,
satisfied
12th
this
mein there was
eligibility.
maths was there. Okay.
Yeah. So that satisfied my eligibility here. And later I went into commerce. I originally wanted to pursue a professional course like CACS or ICWA.
Mm-hmm.
But CA I couldn't because I didn't get enough attempts for that.
Okay. Okay.
But CS and ICWA, I cleared the foundations in one shot.
Okay.
And later I was pursuing that, but I found out one thing that these courses aren't time bound.
Okay.
Like I'll complete that in 2 years. It's not necessary that you will complete them in 2 years. You can take 2, 3, 4, 5, n number of years because you have to clear the exams. And the thing that I've thought that I wanted something which was time bound. So I searched for those courses. MBA was obviously the first thing that pops up. But in MBA, I found out that in India we have CAT. So I prepared for CAT. But due to health issues, I couldn't give the exam with my 100% preparation, or I lacked somewhere. But the preparation was with me, how much ever I had done. And with that basis, I tried to approach this exam because this was an exam in which I was eligible as a commerce student, and I had the criteria fulfilled, and I had the requisite preparation in my perception. So I gave this exam, and fortunately, it got good.
You got 99.54 percentile. Okay.
Yeah.
So only, I mean, when it's come to the MBA entrance, ideally aspirant prepare for the multiple exams, and I would also recommend like CAT, CMAT, CET, and some other entrance. So you have appeared, you
Yes.
had only appeared for the CAT.
Yeah, I was originally trying to appear for the CAT only, but later on, I sought after all these exams, and I gave SNAP and I gave CET as well this year.
Okay.
But you know the issues that happened with the CET exam this year. It was like really bad.
This happened
So
every year. Okay.
yeah, yeah. So still I got like 93, 94 percentile. It was good, but it isn't good enough for JBIMS basically.
Obviously,
And
obviously.
yeah, obviously, it's a far way.
Right, right.
It's far off from JBIMS.
Okay.
So
Mm-hmm.
these were the ancillary exams that I gave, but fortunately, it went well with MCA.
So that is what I can understand. That is the best part. Like you have prepared for the MBA entrance,
Yeah.
and later on you couldn't crack CAT, and
Yeah.
you tried for the non-CAT exam like SNAP and CET. But
Yeah.
I mean, there also you haven't performed well. You have performed, but
Yeah.
it was Not good for
It
the
wasn't
best
at
one.
par. It wasn't at par.
Yes. Then you, I mean, okay, realize, okay, I am eligible for the master program,
Yeah,
which is in the MCA
yeah,
category.
yeah,
Then you fill the form for the MCA, and the same preparation help you here also. Like logic is same, English is same. I
yeah,
mean, for Snap and CD, English and the logic is there. Then only the extra part you have to prepare, which is advanced maths and computer.
yeah,
Maths is already
yeah,
there. For aptitude
yeah,
वाला maths तो आराम से हो गया रहेगा.
yeah. आराम से होगा.
Right, right. So your 10th and 12th में percentage कितने थे?
10th में तो मेरा 80 के आसपास आया था.
Okay.
12th में the problem that I had was I couldn't clear the aggregate.
Uh-huh.
So that was a bit of a downfall there.
Mm-hmm.
But I switched my field then, and I flourished well in commerce.
Okay, okay. So now let's talk about MCA preparation. So how was your MCA preparation routine?
So the preparation routine that I followed was I basically solved the study material that I had for CAT and the material that I had for CAT. That was my primary source for English, maths, and the logical reasoning sections. And for compute,
But in these exams, advanced maths do not comes like derivatives.
yeah, advanced math doesn't come, but I had some background from my 12th standard. I
Okay.
remembered that only, and I didn't prepare much because it is not like you have 100 questions of maths. One or two or maximum 5 questions will come of advanced maths. So I was like weightage based in that. So I didn't give a lot of impetus on that, but the other sections I prepared it very thoroughly. Like in English and logical reasoning, I was very thorough. And computer, the questions along with computer science that came, I prepared them from YouTube videos. Whatever I could find, I did. And frankly speaking, in the exam, the questions I found it to be very easy. Like I questioned myself, even though I am not from a computer science background, does it really make a difference to be from a computer science background?
So this year it was difficult, easy, no doubt, but last year it was little tricky. 2021 and 22. I mean 21 and 20. I'm talking about the
Yeah.
COVID one, because in that they had asked coding kind of a question, C++ sort of a questions.
Yeah.
So, which I usually they don't ask. So
Yeah.
so we are lucky, like 2023.
Yeah, I'm indeed very lucky. But I've started preparing or started learning the coding languages as well. Like I've joined the data analytics group and the CCPP, because that is the basics of all coding. Like if I learn CCPP, then I can venture into other languages easy. So I have done my groundwork. Like I'm into the field work now. I'll look into it.
So those who are preparing for like those who are BCom graduate, right?
Yeah.
Who is targeting for the Maharashtra MCA CET, what are the challenges they face? Or I mean, you are also BCom graduate, right?
Yeah.
So what are the challenges, I mean, you have faced?
Yeah. So the biggest challenge I think for my fellow commerce friends will be maths, because fortunately I am from a science background. That is why I am like a special case scenario. But others, they will have to prepare for it, and they should, I think, solve a number of questions. And that is really important, because the more familiar you get with the questions, the more easily that you can tackle them in the exam. And especially you should also give mocks, because in CAT and other MBA exams, I have given a good number of mocks, but that helped me here. So mocks are very necessary. Solving a lot of questions is very necessary, and being familiar with what you are going to expect in the exam and how you should tackle it. You are also like, that is also a very important point. For example, as I said, I did weightage based study a lot. So I thought like this is my powerful section, this is my weak section, and of course the negative marking helped me this time. And I think strategizing your exam and your preparation is very important in this case scenario.
Correct.
So I am not of that mindset that okay, if I don't know this thing, I'll concentrate first on that. I'll definitely say that you should have the basics with you, but whatever you're strong at, I think focus on that and be so damn sure about it that okay, if 30 questions come of this and this section, I'm going to definitely clear it and I'm definitely going to kill it there. So even if you have that mentality, it works here, because this is not CAT. You don't have sectional weightage or anything like that. You just need to bring the score as much high as you want, or as you need it to be. So my strategy was that, and I also said previously that I gave this like an ancillary exam, or I gave this like, if I clear this and if I get the top college or at least the top 3, top 5, I will have a good chance of getting a good work ex. So I gave it with that point of view, and I think that also helped me in a way, because if you give an exam very seriously, that no, I have to crack this, and if not this, then nothing will happen and everything will fall off. It
Mhm.
doesn't work most of the time. But if you give it like, okay, I want to give it, I just want to ace it because it will help my career. If you go with that mindset, and if you go with the mindset that, okay, I want to clear this and maximize my score as much as possible, then
Mhm.
that works very well.
Right. Ideally, people cribble for the section which they are not good in.
Yeah,
But ideally, we should focus on the section where we
yeah,
are good in
this is strong
actually.
at. Yeah,
Right. So
yeah,
you can, I mean, thorough with those area where you find yourself very
yeah,
comfortable. And in the
yeah,
exam also, we need to understand all the question you won't be able to attempt. I
of
mean,
course.
correctly. No,
Yeah,
accuracy wise, I'm talking about. So 5-10 question, obviously,
yeah,
I mean, you won't be able to attempt 5 to 10
yeah,
questions. So at least try to figure out what are those topics where I cannot perform well. I am not good in, and
mhm,
I don't. I mean, if I focus on those area, I will miss my strong area.
yeah.
So all these
Bas-
things you have to work out if you are preparing for the competitive exam, because it is all about the strategy, mindset, how you are planning, and how you are dealing with the. It is all. It is a game kind of for exam, right?
Of course, you should look at it like a game. Like sometimes we say in strategy or strategic management that we say you have to lose some battles to win the war.
Right. Right. Correct.
It is, I went with that mindset. Like, okay, if I don't know higher maths questions, what does it doesn't matter.
Doesn't
What I
matter.
know, I should be 100% accurate in that.
Correct. Correct.
Because I went in with a mindset that looked out what will be the maximum cutoff. Like if it goes 130, 140, then I just need to make 70 questions right.
Correct.
So
So.
in that I should be very thorough, and in
Hmm.
that I should not say or cut any corners.
Hmm.
That should be very laser focused. That
Right. Right.
yeah,
70,
this
70
will be
questions
right.
right, which means 140 plus 4.
Yeah.
So
So yeah,
so in the con, out of 30 questions, if you are hitting or nailing around 20
18
plus
or
questions, like,
20. Yeah.
yes. So like overall, other section you can perform well, logic,
Yeah.
English, and the computer is there.
Yeah. But
How was your, yeah, continue,
many
continue.
times what happens is that if I say like this in this interview, many people take it in the wrong way. Like, okay, if I don't know that, then what doesn't matter. People are still clearing it. But they should
Uh-huh.
also concentrate on the fact that my strong sections, I was damn sure that it will be right.
Correct,
So
correct.
in 70-80% sections, you should be very thorough. It isn't like, okay, मेरे को 20% आता नहीं तो क्या हुआ, बाकी का तो आ जाएगा. वो आ
Right,
जाएगा
right.
नहीं, वो आना ही चाहिए. तो
How was your exam day experience?
the exam day experience was, the college was basically very far from my house. So
Okay.
I went there and saw the mob. They were all BCS students. So
Uh-huh.
there was a little bit of an inferiority complex that, okay, yaar, will I be able to compete with them? But
Okay.
after the exam got over and I came out of the class, and even while giving the exam, the questions that came in front of me, being a CAT student, the logical reasoning and English questions were the not very difficult for me. I
Mm-hmm.
could do
Obviously.
it, and
Mm-hmm.
my strategy worked basically, I would like to say.
Okay.
And as I came out from the exam hall, I also had a feeling that the inferiority complex that I had, I shouldn't have had that. Even if
You
I
could
didn't
have
have
you
that,
could
it
have
would be
done
better.
better. You could have
Yeah,
done
I could have
better.
done better.
Okay, okay.
So it's not very healthy to have such a complex
Right.
in giving
So,
exams.
last question, what tips or the suggestion you want to give to upcoming year aspirant, those who are really targeting for 99 plus percentile or visit the ISP, or want to
Yeah.
top it the CET for 24,
So
25, 26? Yeah.
the advice basically that I would have is have a plan. The plan is very necessary. If you are a executionist or if you are a perfectionist, like you like to make things fall in place, then having a plan is a must for you. And don't be afraid of the sections that you are not thorough in.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's okay to not be good at 5-10 questions or topics which have a weightage of 5-6 questions. It is fine. You can just know the basics, just know how to solve the question.
Hmm.
It's okay if you are not very good at it, it's fine, but be thorough with the rest part. be damn sure that, okay, if I attempt this question, it will be right. It should be right. Or yeah, many times it can happen that you attempt such a question, you miss some word and it may go wrong. But the not losing confidence is the main part. Be
Right.
confident that, okay, it will be right.
So, guys, that's all in this podcast. I hope lots of things you have learned from this podcast. How to deal with all these sections, start your early preparation, write the test analysis, and be confident. Don't be nervous while going to the examination hall. And was all these kind of a podcast and implement same in your preparation. If you really want to crack CET with a good percentile, good score, and want visit your SPIT or want to top in the CET upcoming year examination. Atharva, once again, congratulations for 99.54
Thank
percentile.
you, sir.
So very
Thank
soon
you,
we'll
sir.
be moving from Nasik to Mumbai for visit TI.
Hopefully, fingers crossed.
Chalo, all the best. Yeah. Bye bye.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.